The Santa Fe College Teaching Zoo is a facility where zookeepers come and learn how to be zookeepers. And they do that in a practical, hands-on way. So they do that within an AZA accredited zoo. So we are accredited by the Association of Zoos and Aquariums. We meet the highest standards of zoos around the country. We are also a program. So the Zoo Animal Technology Program is a program at Santa Fe College. The teaching zoo is the learning lab, the facility where the students practice those skills. It is the only way to learn skills, is to practice them.
They have this program set up exactly as to what's required for us to be able to get a job in the field. They've talked with AZA and other zoos and said, okay, what do you want incoming prospective employees to have? What skills are you looking for? And they set up this program to meet those exact skills.
This program really works all angles of the field, where if you just look at one thing or get an internship, you'll have a certain experience, but this gives you different experiences with every different kind of animal as well as every different aspect of the zoo. It's amazing because you look at it as well as having a degree, you have job experience, where you're not just a student here, you are a full-on zookeeper, and that really puts you steps above everyone else.
Experiential learning is important because when you're working with living things, either humans or animals, your day changes. Your day changes every single minute. So I can give you a roadmap on exactly how your day is going to go, and it will not go that way at all. You don't discover that until you're in the field, until you're in the enclosure, until you're working with the animal, you're shifting the animal, you're creating the diet. I can explain gibbon shifting to you. You can shift a gibbon on paper all day, but until you get down to the enclosure and you're actually working with them, it's a completely different story. So you don't get that experience until you do it. The difference here too is that these students are the zookeepers. Most zoos, you're an intern, so you're following a zookeeper around. What happens there is the zookeeper does all the work, the zookeeper does the problem solving for you, the critical thinking for you, protects you from all of those challenges that you have in your daily life, and you don't get the experience to become a zookeeper. You've only watched a zookeeper. So that's the difference here. Students come here, they study for 2 years, and they have 2 years of hands-on experience.
I decided to come here because looking at the experience that you get and the classwork that you get, this was exactly what I needed. I had already gotten my bachelor's degree in animal science and did an internship, but that internship unfortunately didn't turn into a job like I was hoping to. So I ended up volunteering, and I volunteered at that facility for another 3 years and still was no closer to a job than when I started. And so I needed something else to do. And looking for other internships and jobs, everybody was like, you need experience. And so I found this program in looking for other internships and was like, hey, sounds like exactly what I need. And after coming here and talking to the director and admissions, it really sounded like a perfect fit, and it was exactly what I was looking for. So this should put me in a great spot to get a position afterwards.
Zoos are here to educate the public. Zoos are here to conserve wild animals in wild places. That's what we do. We are conservation organizations at our heart, and our job is to make sure you as the public appreciate and want to preserve these species. So the zookeeping field is a very challenging field. So not only do you need to understand animal behavior, animal nutrition, how to clean, how to feed, you need to interact with guests on a daily basis. Our job as zoos is to educate the public. So this is a multifaceted skill set that these students have, and they get every one of those things and more in the time that they're here in the Zoo Animal Technology Program. The very first hands-on practical lesson they get, the very first one, guest experience. Number one thing that they need to understand, how to interact with your guests, how to speak with your guests, how to encourage your guests to be interested in these animals, how to get them to understand how important these animals are to the world. And so that's the first lesson they get. And then from there, they get every other lesson. They work with 70 different species, 200 individual animals, so they are getting hands-on experiential learning at every step of their education. They become fully trained to be zookeepers.